Hi gorgeous, so let's do this underpainting technique. We're gonna jump right into it. This is perfect if you want a look that's more natural but flawless at the same time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. I really feel like if you love using cream products, you're gonna love this technique. We are first, of course, gonna start with our daily skincare. Check. And next we're going to go in with primer per usual. I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow Face Primer. Yeah, it's a gripping primer, so it's going to hold on to everything, and it's got that glow, which we love. I feel like this is really underrated, even by myself. I love this primer, and I have not used it in forever. This is what the bottle looks like, and let's go right in. Priming just like you would any other look. This technique has been around for so long, actually. It's just kind of made its way back to center stage, which I love, and it's made its way back for obvious reasons. You know, Hailey Bieber, Kendall Jenner, their makeup artist, Megan Dugan does this on them, and now it's like ultra popular again. So this is nothing new, just so you know, but it is a really nice technique to have under your belt if you're looking for a more natural looking makeup application, but you still want to look flawless. This is for you. Natural but flawless. This primer is so smoothing, nice and tacky, and it's got a nice glow. We love. Okay, primer is on, and now is where things get just a little bit different. Not difficult, but different. So stay with me. I'm going to go in with a cream, of course, bronzer. This one is the Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out bronzer in 03 Macchiato. And this is where we start shaping the face. So really take your time with this, just like I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of, I don't want to say lay it on heavy, but I am definitely going to build it up because we are putting a foundation on over this. I'm going to be using a medium coverage foundation. And of course, I don't want my efforts to go to waste and have everything that I've done and shaped just covered up. So really take your time, build it up. Make sure everything's nicely blended. So what I like about this is, obviously, you want to do a good job at blending out things for yourself on the initial application of applying your contour or your bronzer, whatever you're doing. But you are going to be buffing and blending when you apply that foundation as well. So your products are going to get, I guess you would say, a double blend, which is great, and that's really what helps alleviate any harsh lines. Place where you want, and see I went too low here, but I'm definitely going to sharpen this up when we highlight with concealer. So anywhere that you would contour, go ahead and contour. So we definitely look interesting. You can see obvious places where I've placed my contour. And what I want you to keep in mind when you're doing this is if you use too little, then it's not gonna make near as big as an impact when you put the foundation on. So make sure you build it up. Make sure that it is obvious that you look a little interesting right now. Like, build up that contour so that way it shows through when you put on that foundation. Okay, next step, we're gonna go in with some concealer. I'm gonna use this shade. This is the Hourglass concealer in the shade Silk. So that way we can highlight, whoa, dropped again. Great. That way we can highlight some parts of the face as well as do some contrast work with the contouring that we just did. So let's go right in. I've got a beauty blender that's damp right beside me. Let me go ahead and kind of place. Brightening and concealing, obviously, for that under eye area. Now I'm going to take the damp beauty blender and I'm going to be very careful so we don't begin to move everything that we've already done. So I'm just tapping right into place. Already see such a difference. Oh my gosh, I love concealer. I love makeup in general, if that's not obvious to you. And once again, really taking your time with the blending, making sure that your concealer is on there very smooth, because we are obviously adding on top of, so you don't want it to be cakey. You don't want to use more than you have to, so that way we get a more smooth, flawless application when it's time for that foundation. Okay, gorgeous. So once you have that bronzer or your contour in place, you are looking sharp, you are feeling good about that snatched face, and you have highlighted and kind of cut where you wanted, brightened, brought forth the areas of your face that you want brought forth. Now let's go into a foundation. Ooh, I'm going to pick the Luminous Silk foundation. This one is in the shade 6.25. It's actually a little dark for me right now during this, cooler months, but we're gonna go with it anyway because it is a very nice silk luminous foundation. Unless I want to go in with this one. You want to know what? We're gonna mix the two. It's been decided. I am going to go in with a fluffier foundation brush. This is from Morphe. It's the E63. I'm definitely going to use a brush to place the product on, not streak it, not moving it back and forth. Please don't do that. You're gonna mess everything up. So let's do a little bit of this from Maybelline. Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 115 Ivory. Dewy and smooth. This is a medium coverage, and I'm gonna do a little bit of the Luminous Silk. Mix it up. That's what we got. Not half bad. And I'm just gonna place, lightly placing so we're not bothering all the work that we just did. Obviously using a tapping motion. Being really careful to not disturb the makeup we already did. So does that not look gorgeous? Yeah, it does. Absolutely soft sculpting. Luminous for sure. Now what I'm going to do is, just for safe measures, no streaking here, I'm gonna go in with my damp beauty blender, the butt of it, and just press, just to get rid of anything, harsh lines or whatever. Pressing. Just do a quick run of the mill face squashing with the beauty blender so that everything looks uber flawless. It's very natural looking. That was a nice amount of coverage. It wasn't too much coverage. We still see some sculpt. Still cut. That looks good. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna set my under eyes really quick, like Givenchy Prism Libre in the number 4. And this, I'm just going in like I normally would, just to prevent some creasing. Okay, that is set. Here's an up close. Okay, so we are almost done with the technique, the underpainting, if you will. Let's go ahead, and before we put any powder on the rest of our face, I just had to set my under eyes real quick because creasing, no ma'am, not here. So that's why I did that. But before we do anything else powder-wise, let's go ahead and throw on some blush. This is from LYS, which stands for Love Yourself. Yes, you should. This one is in the shade Higher Standard. No, wait. This is the Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush in the shade Kindness. And I'm just going to take a... Let me just take a brush here, and we're just going to kind of pop this color. Just kind of twisting as I push in and popping it on, bringing it up a little. Gorgeous color, super soft, really works well with our natural, my skin, but you know, I'm just flawless naturally look. Yep, See that color? Okay, that's enough. I can get carried away with some blush. And the other side. Just popping it. I think one thing to keep in mind with this technique is to make sure you're applying it. I swear sometimes that my face is just uneven. Anyway, to make sure you watch the way that you apply the products. Each product needs to be applied in tapping motions. Up, down, back, forth, whatever you want to say. Not swirls, not dragging and streaking. You need to just be bouncing on your face the entire time with each application except for your primer. Now I'm going to go in with this brush right here. It's a denser, on the denser side powder brush. I got it from Target. This is the brand right here. I am not sure how you pronounce that bad boy, but she's all over Target. So I'm just going to go in with a light dusting just to set everything in place. Once again, barely even touching my face. Like, I don't want to move everything that I've done. Just a little bit of this powder from Givenchy goes a long way. Like, there's a list of things where it's like, if I run out, if I'm almost out, I'm mayday, we're almost out. Like, this is on that list. I don't really freak out like that, but I make sure I have it before I run all the way out. So this is your technique that you need in your life if you are looking for beautiful but natural, skin-like looking makeup. You need to practice this routine, this technique routine. 5, 6, and no, I'm just kidding. You need to practice this technique until you nail it. See, it does look very natural, but we look good. Okay, gorgeous. So this is my finished look on the underpainting technique. I just did a little bit of crease action and threw on a lip, obviously the brows. I really like this technique. Once again, if you need something that makes you look like you're wearing less makeup, but you still look like a queen, flawless. I mean, look at that. Like, it is obvious that I have on makeup, but it does not look heavy. We look smooth. We look... We look good. I really like this technique. So let me know what you think down below, and subscribe. And I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye.